I'm your host, Davita Shinsky, and you're listening to Live Without Limits Dreams Come True with the Right Mindset. And today, the presentation is called These Five Questions Will Tell You If You're Serious About Achieving Success. We all want to be successful, but do you know how to go about achieving success? Many of us don't even know where to start. That's why we've compiled a short list of helpful questions for you to start asking yourself. Are you preparing yourself and setting yourself up for success? Once you start answering these questions, it should become more clear where you are missing out in your plans for success. You can then dig deeper into what you are aiming for and break down the paths that you need to take to achieve your goals. If you don't have the answers yet, that's okay. It's part of the journey. And many of us will have no idea yet. The point is to identify gaps and opportunities so you have nothing in your way of achieving what you see as success in your life. Five realistic questions to ask yourself if you're serious about achieving success. One, what is your definition of success? Define success on your own terms. Achieve it by your own rules and build a life that you're proud of, said Anne Sweeney. Success looks different for each and every one of us. Even twin brothers or sisters who look the same see success differently. And as humans, we all strive to become successful in one way or another. But everyone aims and wants to achieve the same outcome or level of success. On that note, one of the most important questions that you need to ask yourself is, what is my definition of success? Does success to you mean graduating on time and working in your dream job? Is it losing weight, marrying the love of your life, creative freedom, or financial stability? Is it achieving work life balance or having more time to spend with family and friends? No matter what success means, like it means to you, asking yourself this question is important in order for you to know if you've made it or not. If you haven't already, it's about time that you do so, because how can you know if you are successful if you haven't defined it in your own terms, right? Are you prepared to take the risks? When you take risks, you learn that there will be times when you succeed, and there will be times when you fail. And both are equally important, said Ellen DeGeneres. You need to take risks in life. If you want to become successful, just make sure that you're taking the right ones. And although not every risk is not going to pay off and bounce or bound to fail, it's going to be worth it and make you happy if it does. If not, you'll walk away with more experience and become wiser. Some people are prepared to risk it all to gain it all. Others take moderate, calculated, and well analyzed risks. particularly when there is little to lose and everything to gain. If it works out, the latter is better since people who take this type of risk think things through. They gain knowledge, evaluate their options, weigh out their different pros and cons, and back up their decisions with research, taking many things into account and consideration before taking that leap. Taking risks in life also eliminates the possibility of having many what ifs, should haves, and could haves. And if you want to achieve access, ask yourself if you prepared to take risks. If the answer is yes, be willing to embrace failures, using them as opportunities to learn and grow along the way. Don't be afraid to fail and do things that scare you because great things never come from your comfort zone. Things only come to you by being willing to get beyond that comfort zone. What does failure mean to you? Remember that failure is not the opposite of success, it's part of success, said an unknown person. What does failure mean to you? Have you ever taken the time to look at your journey and define what failure means to you? If not, take some time out to think about failure. What does failure look like if for you? And when was the last time that you failed hard? Have you plotted a course in order for you not to fail? If yes, where were you able to overcome your personal and professional failures? What's your backup plan? Failing to plan is planning to fail, said Benjamin Franklin. If things go wrong, what's next for you? You should have a backup plan and know what you are going to do next in case things don't pan out the way you hoped or expect them to. Having a backup plan doesn't mean that you're manifesting failures. It's actually a way to proactively prevent or recover quickly. So, what are your great strengths and weaknesses? There's no denying that self awareness is key to success. In fact, this is one of the most common characteristics that successful people have. In order to become one of them, you should ask yourself your greatest strengths and weaknesses. Being self aware will help you get to where you want to be because you can utilize and take advantage of your strengths and work on your weak points. Now, we all have certain behavior patterns that mean that certain parts of our personalities are our strengths and others are our weaknesses. And if you've ever taken the Myers Briggs or the DISC or even the colors, you'll learn where your strengths are and where your weaknesses are. And often, when you are working in business, the best thing that you can do to succeed is to work towards your strengths and farm out the work that is your weaknesses to someone else so that it becomes a team effort to succeed. So achieving success is about knowing what you want. Achieving success is defining, not a walk in the park. It was easy, then everyone would be there. With that said, asking yourself, The questions above will help and impact you in one way or another, no matter who you are and where you come from. So remember, success depends on you and the effort that you're willing to put forward and knowing what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are and how to work with your strengths and bring in someone else whose strengths are in your areas that are weak.